Just know that if you come to Jamaica and you're alone or you're traveling solo or you don't really have family, if I'm here, you got a friend in me, as long as you're not crazy. But you got a friend in me. Sada. You got a friend in me. Where'd you go? Oh, you know. Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another video today. As you can see from the title down below, this is a part 2 of things you should know before you travel to Jamaica. Hey, this is a part 2. I know that the first video got so much love, so I was like, what better way to kick off the year with a part 2, because I know that people are about to travel like crazy to Jamaica. Summertime is slowly but surely approaching. I've been here coming back and forth for like a year and some change now, so I have more experience. So I'm just gonna get straight into the video and talk about some things that some of my subscribers wanted to know, some people just in passing, and yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. The first thing that you should know is the times to travel to Jamaica. So it's like you got to think about the financial aspect of traveling, and then like just the basic festivities or like the fun side of things. So when it comes to traveling to Jamaica, when it comes to financial, it's better to travel a little bit after August. So I would say from September up until March. I say that because it's after Independence Day, it's after the summertime. A lot of like major events or like concerts take place in the summertime. Because of that, it tends to like raise the prices of like airfare and just certain things like Airbnbs, like so much. From September up until like March is when things are a little bit more cost efficient. And when it comes to just like having a great time, enjoying yourself, the peak times of like just being a little bit expensive is like really from May until August. So those are the times where there are so many things to do, but the prices are going to be a little wonky when it comes to like financial things. So yeah, weather typically stays like at like just like the same. It's pretty consistent. It's much more consistent than any other place that I've ever been to, but I have seen like a lot of rain showers from like September to like November, and that's probably why they have like that phase where it's like prices of the flights are a little like decreased, because they know during that time is a little more so like rainy weather. So yeah, that's the most time I've seen like showers. It's still nice because I feel like here, even if it rains, it's like it could be sunny outside, so it's not really like a bummer. The other day it rained and then it was just like sunny, like shining. I'll put a clip right here. Rain just falling, but it still look nice. It's typically what you get in Jamaica. Someone asked me, how should you book your flight and what airline do you typically fly with? So for me, I fly with the most hated in the world. I was just playing, but yeah, most people don't like Frontier, but that's who I fly with. I fly with them because they are the most affordable airline when it comes to traveling to Jamaica. And because I travel so frequently here, I have to kind of do what makes sense to manage my money. So I have to do Frontier. It's no question about it. I've had one bad incident where they left me, but I have to take some of the blame, because it's like I did get there a little late, but it's like they still played me. But I've had negative encounters with Frontier with other places, but when I come to Jamaica, I rarely have any instances where there's a major delay or something crazy. So I normally do Frontier. You also have the option to do like Expedia, Booking.com, and you can do like packages where you can like go on there and like you can do, if you have like good credit or whatever, they'll give you a loan, and then you can go through a firm and be able to pay on it monthly. That's something else to consider, especially if you want to have more money while you're out traveling. That's something that you could take into consideration. I never could do that when I'm here because I usually stay in like Airbnbs or stay locally. So yeah, but that's just an option, you know. When it comes to package deals, it really comes in handy, especially if you're traveling in a big group. Like I told y'all before, traveling in a big group to Jamaica does help you save money. You have all your other airlines that come here. I forgot who doesn't. I think there's one that doesn't, but I can't really recall right now. Also, someone asked, how do you like purchase your flights? Like, what do you do? Typically what I do, I like to purchase them separately. When you do round trips, sometimes they can be a little bit more expensive. It just really depends on how long you're staying. So even when I do like them buy one ways, I save like about $50-$60, but that's better. Like, that's better than nothing. Sometimes you may save $20, sometimes you may save $10. So it just all depends on how much you're trying to save, or if you're just trying to, like, you know, take away eliminate some stress, because traveling can be a lot at times and it's costly. So if you want to save money, I would advise do like a one way, and then if you have a hiccup, or if you go through customs and you're coming back and forth and they want to see your flight going back, all you do is just purchase that flight, and then when you purchase that flight, just cancel that thing. Period. Because you can cancel it within 24 hours. If they question you about why you got a one way, just buy another one way. With Airbnbs and resorts, I do Airbnbs. I'm not the one that's like, oh my god, I'm not about to do Airbnb in a foreign country. Like, it's not even like that. There's so many places where it's so quiet, it's so peaceful, it's so residential. It just depends. Like, don't allow your, you know, thoughts or what you've heard from others determine how you're going to vacation. Someone asked me this, and it was a really great question. I never really thought about it like this, but she said, how can you dress when you're here? I know in other countries or cultures, like, you can't come to the country and dress a certain way. I believe Dubai is one of those countries. I can't really say because I've never been there, but I know in specific areas they say you can't dress a certain way. When it comes to Jamaica, you have the freedom to be whoever you are. You have the freedom to just self-express. You have the freedom to just be and just vacation and enjoy yourself. You can wear whatever you want. If you want to wear a crop top, show a little stomach, it's hot as hell here. So if you want to do that, it's up to your discretion. Nobody can't fault you for that. You may have a few taboo Jamaicans that may be like, you know, look at that girl over there with, like, you know, tattoos showing her skin, you know, that type of stuff. Here, I'm still getting adjusted to people staring a lot. I'll be honest, I've just got accustomed to it. I'm like, you know what, this is just how it happens. But a lot of people stare, so don't think that because they're staring at you, you're doing something wrong. Sometimes people just stare. I don't really know why, but they just stare. But as far as like any type of going against any type of government rules or any type of disrespect to the culture or the community, wearing certain things, no, there's no disrespect. You can wear what you want, when you want, and when you pop in. Period. So another question was, where should you go when you come here? Like I told y'all before, I say explore. Like, don't think that Jamaica is just Montego Bay. There's so many parishes. Like, go to different places. Go to St. Mary. Go to, you know, just go different places. Go to Negril. Go to Ochi. Go places. Go to Langston. Go to Kingston. Try different places. Especially, you do your own research. You figure out where you want to go. You get you a good driver. You go through a good company, a good driving service. Do what you like when you pop in, because you coming to Jamaica. Don't just be confined to your resort. Like, step out, try street foods, try local places. Like, get out, explore. Like, why come to another country and just be confined to one little area? Like, Jamaica is so beautiful, so nice, and it's just something that at the end of the day, like, you may come here and you may not come back. So live it up, enjoy yourself. So yeah, do everything. Go and do touristy things, like go to Chukka, go to the Luminous beach. Try different things. That's like the beach that light up at night. Do stuff like that. Like, have a good time. Don't limit yourself to just one thing. As far as currency, I know that someone asked me about currency. So currency, I talk about this all the time, but because I have a better understanding of it, I'll be able to explain it a little bit more in depth. So when you come here and you go to local places, it would be better to just use JMD. Like, go to Cambio when you come here, and if you want to get some cash, say hi, you know, where's Cambio? I know it's one by Clock. Don't know where the other one is, but if you come, just say, oh, how far is Clock from here, or any type of Cambio. I just need to go there to exchange my money. When you go there, they'll give you a specific rate before you move forward. Because when I go to Cameo, I pretty much get a nice rate. But before you move forward with the rate, just ask them, okay, to exchange $20, how much will I get back? Go on Google and see, okay, $20 USD to JMD. If it match what's online, that's the best you're gonna get. If it's lower, I wouldn't probably advise, but it just depends on how much lower it is. But Cambio is going to be your best bet. So I would say go to Cambio, get some money out. I would suggest maybe get like 10,000. I think 10,000 JMD, depending on the day, it could be like $75 or $70 or $65 depending on the exchange, the foreign exchange market that day. I would say go get like 10,000, and you can do a lot with 10,000. You can go and get fruit off the road. Some people sell like bags of oranges for like 700, bags of Jamaican apples for like 200 to 300. You can get you a blouse for like 500. You can go and you can go shopping for like, maybe get another blouse for like 500, or a dress. It just really depends. So, you know, don't limit yourself to just using USD. If you can, and if you're comfortable, and if you're understanding like what I'm saying right now, I would say get JMD to use when it comes to local things. Even if it comes to like you taking local taxis, I would just say it's best to just get JMD, because if you pay with USD, it's so much technicality that come with it. So like, for example, if you go and you have a $5 bill USD, and I'm just speaking USD because I don't know any other currency but USD and JMD. So if you have $5, right, and you get in the taxi, you're like, sir, I only have $5 USD, what's your rate? A lot of taxi drivers do not do that, because at the end of the day, they don't really want to necessarily take your money if they're not going to exchange it, or if some people just don't take USD. So if you have someone that do, you would need to know that before you let them drive you down. And then if you do $5 USD, right, and he say, oh, the rate is 154, so all you have to do is take 154 times $5. So you would times that whatever USD. So we're just going to use $5 as an example. So you'll do 154, which is the rate, times $5. That's going to give you 770. So that's 770 JMD. He should give you just 770 JMD, and then you just give whatever the fare is. So if it's like 120, you give him 120 out of that, and he give you the change. As far as like, if you look online, right, and if you do $5 USD to JMD right now, that's a good rate. So because online it's 770, so if he tell you a 154 rate, that's a good rate. So I would say take advantage of that and do it, because that's the rate that's online. Always look at the rate that's listed on Google, because it will help kind of guide you. Use that, because it will be your best friend, because you don't necessarily know. So yeah, just trust that. But when it comes to local things, I would advise just use JMD. Go to Cambio, get the money out, or you can go to your ATM. You don't necessarily have to always go to Cambio. You can also go to the ATM, and you'll just go inside and withdraw money. The only thing is, depending on your bank, you can get a bank fee, and then the bank fee to get money out is $710. So I think it's 710 JMD. So it depends on the rate. I think that's like almost about $5. So depending on your bank, you may get an international fee from your bank, and then you'll get that charge from like from the bank. I mean, from when you get in the ATM. So when you do 710 to USD, I believe that's like $4 or $5. So you'll get that $4 or $5 charge, and you'll get whatever charge is from your bank. I typically like to pull out whatever I need, because I hate those little fees. Like, you get the ATM fee, and then I get a fee from my bank. So it's like I'm paying like $10 almost to get money out. But I'm like, but it's my money. Jeez. Why I gotta pay all that? But yeah, so yeah, that's the answer to that question as far as like USD or JMD. It really just depends on you know, just like what you're doing. If you're doing like local activities, just pay JMD anytime, because that's their currency. And a lot of times you'll find that you'll save a little bit more when you use JMD versus USD. Even when it comes to like when you're at the restaurants and you're swiping your card, just let them swipe it in JMD. Like, just let them do JMD. You're going to get that international fee regardless. Just let them do JMD, and then it'll just take out whatever the currency is at that moment, and it may be lower than what the rate is of the actual restaurant. So just let them do JMD every time. And yeah, I think for now that's all that I have. I just want to come on here and do a part 2 to answer some of the questions that I've been asked, and some of the questions that some of the subscribers and people that haven't subscribed have asked on the channel. So I want to be a little bit more, you know, in detail detail about certain things because I know you all love the first video. I hope this one is just as much as informative as the first one. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My DMs are always open. Like, I've had like maybe a plethora of people that came into my DMs asking questions. And trust me, when y'all come, I'm so stoked. Like, I'm excited. I'm like, I cannot wait to help them with this experience. And just like really make sure that y'all are okay. So if I'm always checking on you after you reach out, I'm not a creep, I'm telling you. I just want to make sure you have a good time. And just know that if you come to Jamaica and you're alone, or you're traveling solo, or you don't really have family, if I'm here, you got a friend in me. As long as you're not crazy, but you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me, but as long as you're not crazy. But yeah, I know how it is to travel by yourself, to feel alone, or to feel like you don't have any family with you if you're solo traveling, or even when you're traveling in a group, just to not know anybody physically there that can help you. Just always reach out. I don't mind assisting. And yeah, I hope that watching this video just brings ease to you when it comes to traveling to Jamaica. Everybody has stigmas, but stop believing the hype of you would get chopped up, kidnapped, and all that. You can get that in America. You can get that anywhere. Stop running on and holding on to these narratives, these stigmas, and just explore Jamaica for yourself. For yourself. You hear me? For yourself, not for everybody else. Everybody else gonna have different experiences. Everybody else. But explore it for yourself. Use discernment when you're traveling abroad. That's all you can hold on to. Nothing else, nobody, just discernment. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at ishine_bright on Instagram. Love you all so much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Peace.